Today I'm running two Analogue locomotives, and one is Miles Beevor, Hornby A4, BR Green. I put coal and men onto the locomotive, pulling 8 Bachmann Southern Green Mk carriages, and I've got a Bachmann, I think it's a 101 DNU 2-car multiple unit with driving lights, warning lights, passenger compartment lights, and I've put the people in it. Just a point to make, this piece of track here, Miles Beevor's tender, kept coming off the track. So the first thing I did was I put the spirit level on the track, absolutely fine. I then got mallard out, used it to pull the carriages, and I got Samara Wilson out as well, and they both pulled. The coach is absolutely fine, no sign of a derailment. So I pulled Miles Beevor off the track, checked that the coupling between the tender and the locomotive was freely moving, no problem at all. So then what I did was I put the brass back-to-back gauge on it, which is one of these. Hope it's in focus. And it appeared that everything was fine with the tender. So I then put it back on the track and it kept derailing. So, hey, let's dig a bit deeper here. So I took the tender off the locomotive, took the base plates off, took the wheels out, and checked them with a micrometer, an internal micrometer. And the back-to-backs were 14.30, and they're supposed to be between 0.40 and 0.50. So I used the internal micrometer. It's easy to do on a tender. I took the wheels out and set all the tender wheels to exactly 14.50. And now you can see. So 0.20 difference in the back-to-back or the internal measurement of the tender wheels has made the difference between coming off the track and not. Now, even though this is Analogue, I can do a couple of things with this to make it a little bit more interesting. First thing I can do is I can put Miles Beevor on an inner loop. I hope. Trouble is I can't see the point there. Pardon the pun. So you can see now I've got it running on the inner loop, which is cool. Next thing I can do is I can put Miles Beevor on the inner loop. Make sure that's right, that's correct. So it's now on the inner loop. Now, what I can make happen is you will see as the multiple unit comes round, it will now be on the inner part of the track. There you go. And what I've got is I've got a toggle switch where I can change the power. So I can now, when the multiple unit comes back round, so I can put it back onto the outer track. So I hope I've got the points right. If I don't, you're going to see a collision. Yeah, there you go, no problem. And the next thing I can do check that's right, is put Miles Beevor back. And what I can do while I'm at it is I can put Miles Beevor back onto the main line, which is pretty cool. Now the next thing I can do with Miles Beevor which I will do next time, is I can put it on the wall loop. So I need to open the point. Now because I've got about 68 points on this layout, to have a board with lights would be an absolute nightmare, as you can imagine. And there you can see I've got Miles Beevor running on the wall loop. Now, the actual power running Miles Beevor is another analog power unit. Because I've got isolators here, here, to stop any bleed if I want to run a digital locomotive round here. That's why that happens now. But what I can do is I can bring out, bring out mallard. Close that. What I'm going to have to do one, there you go. And now we've got mallard running around. I mean, I can mess around for hours. I mean, it's amazing. If you do yourself a layout that is, how can I put it, entertaining, you can spend hours just messing around with your locos. See what comes out now. Can I get anything to come out? Got this right. 4. So what I'll do, I'll bring out the Adams radian. So that'll be that one. And there we go. Just going in a different direction. And you can see you can do all sorts of stuff. And as I did before, with this, I can put it on the inner loop. Then what I can do, I can bring the DMU towards that inner part of the loop, which is, it's quite a lot of fun. I mean, even with an analogue layout, people say analogue layouts are boring. They're not. They're as interesting or as boring as you want them to be. I'm going to put that back. On the wider part of the track. There we go. Put it backwards. And obviously if I want to, so which one's that? Wrong one, that one. Well, I've got power there, let's have a look. I've got it the wrong way. That's why it wouldn't move. It does help if you have the train going in the right direction, doesn't it? That's the only trouble with an engine shed. You can't see which way the wheels are going. And I bring it back. And then what I can do, it's a little bit different. That might work because that's digital. And I should be able to bring something out, all things being equal here. Let's see what's going on there. So what we'll do, there we go. There we go, obviously not a loco in there, but you can see there, as I say, the problem with engine sheds is you can't see whether you've got going in the right direction or not. And obviously if I wish to, run it on the outer track. Put it back on the inner track. That's it. Open up the siding. And in it goes. And you can see, I mean, your options are limitless. Close that. And you can bring out and run what you like. But the important thing is level track. So what we'll do is we'll stop this here. Open this. And we'll put this back. I'm not sure if this will go round here without losing its bogue as it did that time. It's quite a lot of fun when you... That's that one. That one. And here comes an austerity locomotive. That's finding that very, very tight, I can see that. Give this a little run round. But as I say, the most important thing is level track. Otherwise, you're heading into nightmare land. I'll put this back now. And this is just so tight here, I can see, you can see it tips a little bit there. It doesn't like the track that tight. Let's put it back in its siding. Close that. Now what we'll do, bring Miles Beevor out. power. Here we go. Nearly had a fatality there. Got to change the point. There we go. And away we go. Only trouble with having a lot of points is you don't keep an eye on what you're doing. It ends up turning into nightmare land. But you can see from that sort of demonstration. Have I got this right? Yes, that's right. Yeah. So, you know, you can entertain yourself quite a bit. Well, another thing I can do, should I wish to, we'll open this, we'll open that again. Close that off. Now what I can do, should I wish, there we go, C2, 3, better, C1, 4, and there we go, and I can run that on the wall loop. There we go. But the next bit, this is where it gets really good. Make sure the powers are all guard, don't kill anything. Now bring out another locomotive. So look, if anybody says to you, and these are all analogue, which is supposed to be boring and past it and out of date, but you can see it's all good fun. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this has given you an idea of what you can do with an analogue model railway. Thank you.